a bad rabbit.
Paul Hodes, former prosecutor. Why did Judge Mershon move to sentence Donald Trump? This is a puzzle, okay? He was going to sentence Donald Trump in the what's called the hush money case, but it was really a fraud case, okay? The New York case. He was going to sentence him, but he was going to sentence him essentially to unconditional discharge, which sounds like a naughty erotic thriller, I guess. And he was
Maybe a
essentially
problem.
going to, oh, come on,
Maybe
don't look at me with that tone of voice. And he was essentially going to say, you are convicted and you are charged with leaving, and let's not talk about this anymore. Why, Paul?
why not? Why not? We're really in the realm of.
Great legal analysis. You truly are. You're the Abe
Okay.
Fortas of this
So
podcast.
it's the one case where there's a conviction, a case that's done. The jury spoke. He's been convicted. It may be appealed, but in the ordinary course, sentencing would happen in the ordinary course. Sentencing has already been delayed until Judge Mershon ruled on the immunity issue. With the immunity issue behind him, he wanted to get him sentenced so that it wouldn't interfere with the transition or his inauguration. And by announcing that he was not going to sentence him to jail time, and the sentence would either be, as you say, unconditional discharge, perhaps a monetary fine, something not involving jail time. The practical effect of Trump being sentenced is, in terms of impact on his transition or his taking office, is theoretically minimal. He simply is then has a completed criminal case, which he will appeal. He will appeal not only the conviction, he'll appeal the sentence. And then the case is over and done without the undue delay of waiting till he's out of office.
All right, so
So,
let me read this back here. So what you're saying is this ends the case and leaves it in its final status before appeal
correct,
as
correct.
as you've been convicted and sentenced, it's
Yes.
done rather than open-ended. And by sentencing him essentially to nothing, we hand you down a harsh sentence of nothing. He's essentially making it harder for Trump to claim that Mershon has run afoul of
Right.
punishing sitting
He's not.
presidents. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It really makes it hard for Trump to argue, look, you're a political hack. You're just trying to do this to score points. You're trying to interfere with me. You're whatever, because the sentence uh, already pre-announced. He pre-announced that it was going to be a light sentence, and it's a business conviction, not a conviction for some other kind of crime. Often in business convictions, monetary fines can be imposed. Now, the interesting thing is, remember, Trump's chief financial officer is in jail, right? He's in jail for the misdeeds committed while Trump was running the company with him. His financial officer went to jail. Trump's lawyer related to this hush money business went to jail for other crimes. There's an argument that people could make that Mershon is treating him too kindly. There's 34 counts, and other people in his organization went to jail. Why shouldn't he? What a useless thing that would be in light of everything that's happened.
right. Especially the Supreme Court granting him and all presidents total immunity. They can do
Whatever they want.
whatever they
But,
want.
but not as a private citizen
Pretty
in New York State as a businessman. This is, what are they going to say? It's in your official capacity as official capacity to try to hush up somebody who would say bad things about you so that you might not be elected. By the way, all of that happened before you were elected, so you weren't president. And now this conviction happened when you weren't president about things that happened before you were president. Makes his immunity argument pretty harsh, but or difficult. But anyway,